got nerfed. So that ever since then, they've been trying to like claw onto their investment, but they just can't. It's just not enough. It's my working theory. No one talks about him being known for being the one and only Doge. True. How does a Doge play Duel Links? Pretty good box when it came out. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah. Witchcrafter, Evil Eye? Is there something else in that box? I have to check.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually been over a year.
If DLE became a cooling channel, what would each affiliate's signature dish be? You mean a cooking channel? I don't know. That's a good question. My signature dish would be, oh god, no. Chad, don't say it, chat. I just realized I walked into it. Do not say it. Do not. I swear to God, I will ban you right now if you say it. No, Miro, someone ban that guy, quick. Get his ass. No, it will not be chicken nuggets. Oh no.
Nice job, Gian.
Yeah, they're on a rampage. I just walked right into that one. Fuck. Alright.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? There's this Arabic dish. It's basically a schnitzel, a German schnitzel, but it's an Arabic twist on it.
Kubide?
It's called my mom calls it beefsteak. I don't know what it would be called beyond that, but it's basically a schnitzel. Like the recipe's almost the exact same. It's just with Arab spices and stuff. Am I Arab? I am. Cancel the tournament, yeah. Yeah, chicken nuggets are definitely not in my top 10 favorite foods. Not my top 20, probably not my top 50. Yeah, I'm never going to talk about food on stream again. It'll always be chicken nuggets. But what's your favorite food, Negative1?
Ooh. I think I might have to go with chicken Kiev.
Ooh.
Like, trying to think of how to explain it. It's like breaded chicken. It's like the inside. It has like all sorts of like on the. I need to find a picture because.
There you go.
Like this. I'm hungry now.
This is now a mukbang stream, chat. What the? Gaia's broken! Oh my god. So that's the worst feeling. When you're like, okay, I can survive lethal, and then Soldier Gaia comes out, and you're like, fuck. God damn it, dude.
Oh no.
My favorite meal is pozole. It's a Mexican dish, a blessing from God. There you go.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, this is probably, at least from recent memory, the worst meta to try and mirror in, just because all the decks, when they end up mirroring, like, just stall each other out, I feel.
Yeah. Or it's just, like, really one-sided.
Yeah.
You know, like, whoever establishes first just... That's an issue with a lot of the, players in this. Or... Historically, Duel Links mirrors have not always been the best.
True. Have there been any mirrors that you enjoyed besides Element Saber?
Dark Lord was pretty good, relatively speaking. For as much as like oppression Dark Lord had on the game, it was a pretty decent mirror. Thinking back.
Okay, bad -1. No. The mods are repelling.
Ah, dang it. Alright.
I think, though, that's what a lot of people say, right? The Element Saber and the Dark Lord mirror matches, while boring to watch, were actually, like, really intense to play. That's been the common saying.
yeah, it's all like typically the slower decks that are like just a super painful to play against. If you play a mirror match, there's like so many decisions you can make that it's hard to say, okay, so the best option is always this. There's always like caveats and like mind games to it. Watching them, absolutely painful, I will admit. But playing them, it can be very thought intensive. So
I remember I got into a combo Shiranui mirror once, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so boring." And I just remember like looking at my timer the whole time, ticking down, like thinking, "What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?" My timer's getting low, bro.
yeah. It's really fun when there's just so many decisions you can make, and then you just find the best one.
Yeah.
It was like the gold of Crystron's.
Yeah. I think that's like the one thing that's kind of disappointing with modern meta Duel Links. Most decks have 1, maybe 2 lines of play if you're lucky. And then like a bunch of extra deck monsters that are like toolboxy. Doesn't really feel like most decks have options.
Yeah. I feel like someone mentioned it in the past, but it's like because they couldn't give us Exeeds during DSOD, like they gave us all these super powerful decks.
Yeah, I said that. They ran out of cards.
Yeah, they ran out of cards, so they gave us all the decks with like 3 or 4 options, like minimum.
Yeah.
Now we're playing back to the 2 to maybe, not really just 2 options most of the time.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, Pendulum should be the last, like, era that has, like, old cards. Links, as far as I know, pretty much came out really, really broken. So, we should be, after they sell us the shitty Arc 5 shit, we should be heading back to full-powered decks.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Once they give us, like, all the bottom-of-the-barrel pendulums, we might get some good stuff.
Yeah, good Xyz finally. Oh, sorry, Pendulums. Yeah, sure. What are your thoughts on the Triamid mirror match? Ooh. Now, Negative1 has played a lot of Triamids, boys.
Yeah, so the Triamid mirror match is, it's not the best. It can be a little annoying because if one player establishes Triamid Pulse for the other, they can just pop the opponent's field spell, and there's not too much you can do about it.
That's fucked up.
But if you don't get OTK'd, it can actually be pretty, decision intensive. Like, you can just play... you can play pretty calculated, and yeah, if you're not getting OTK'd, it's actually not so bad. I remember I actually decked someone out in the Triamid mirror. There's like so many interactions you can have.
The Photon mirror match comes down to who drew Book of Moon or went first. Yeah, speaking of one line of play. Oh, feels bad, man.
Yeah, I remember against one Photon deck, or I guess, is it fair to say all Photon decks are the same?
I mean, have you seen anything different?
Yeah, fair. Actually, I gotta get into what I tested for KCG.
Oh god, Resonator Automats, though. Let's go.
You mean Resonator Photon?
Yeah, Resonator Photon.
I got something. Well, I guess it wasn't that much crazy, but I thought it was kind of neat to mess with photons. But yeah, I had like one game where they set they did their combo and then they set some, and I was like, oh man, kind of a rough spot. And then I Book of Moon the Galaxy Eyes, and then there was no delay, and then I just started playing, and they scooped.
Oh no. Yeah, sounds about right. Crystron was the most incredible thing to happen in Duel Links, period. Anyone that actually took time to learn Crystrons, pretty much they're all like, yeah, I miss Crystrons.
Yeah.
What does Negative1 think the tier list is right now? There you go. What's the tier list right now?
Automat.
And the rest don't matter.
I mean, I think I kind of stand by my... after the ban list dropped, I made like...
Yeah.
I did a stream, and there was a video where I was like, tier 1 in like air quotes, Automat, and then tier 2 also Automat. And then like put a tier 3, but I think it's kind of true that Automat does like occupy at least all of tier 1 and maybe tier 2. At the same time, I do have some opinions on some decks that I think like they swear here or there, so on and so forth. But like, I don't want to give away too much before KCGT. I have some cool stuff, I think.
Where do you think Vindred would be in the next tier list update? Oh no, dude. Oh no, he drank my Kool-Aid. My bad. Hold on, my bad. I'll take responsibility for that one. I think when it comes to Duel Links, the one thing I've learned, you cannot be your deck cannot be inconsistent, right? Like, it doesn't matter how hard your deck pops off. If you can't do that more than 50% of the time, it's just never going to be a good deck, you know?
Yeah.
You might get super lucky and win a tournament, right? That may happen to you, but that's not, it doesn't become the norm.
Yeah. Very rarely, like, if your deck is not consistent, then you are going to struggle to see, like, dependable success.
Yeah. TD best deck.
Yeah. Think, for example, you know, the Dark Lord Blue Eyes meta?
Oh, the greatest meta, dude.
Yeah, like Star Seraph combo was, I mean, in my opinion, you don't get it, you get it less than half of the games. Like, it was so impactful that people would still run it, but it's like, how much is that really winning tournaments, or how much, you know? So a lot of people were actually just running Automat because it was more consistent, and that did pretty well in that format.
There you go. Imagine Thunder Ritual decks. What the? Ritual needs a tier 0. I think the big issue, pretty much every Ritual deck sucks because they're not going to give us generic Ritual support, which is kind of what we need. Oh, TTH again? Okay. Oh god, this is just unfair, dude. Poor Triamids. You either need generic Ritual support, because there's a ton of them, because Rituals is kind of like supposed to be an extra deck mechanic, but never actually became one. And that's kind of like the annoying part of them.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Rituals is like what Synchro like improved upon.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's remove this dumb spell, and let's remove, like, you know, all these actually opening the ritual monster.
Pretty much. I mean, look at you know, look at TCG, you look at their ritual decks, and it's like you got things like the Drytons, which do have the ritual spells, but can also just be the monsters as well, you know? That's kind of what you need, you know? It's kind of like Fusion. We don't only have polymerization for Fusion, we have ways to fuse from the deck, for example. And that just doesn't, you know, it doesn't really exist for rituals.
Rituals and fusions, they're neat mechanics, but fundamentally flawed just because, like, how much material, like, if you were to use the original, like, intended strat, like, activate polymerization, I use 2 cards in my hand to summon 1 fusion monster.
Book of Moon.
Yeah.
Or
like, if you activate card to, you know, summon out, like, a you activate a ritual spell, tribute a high level monster in your hand, which is already a summon a ritual monster.
Yeah.
That's also like -2. So it's like fundamentally, like, those mechanics have so many drawbacks that Konami has to, like, find workarounds to make them really good, you know?
Pretty much. Sin from
like
your
Alistair, like, it's a fusion deck, but, like, where are you using the materials? They're in the grave, so it's like you've already spent those cards.
Correction, my opponent's grave.
True, your opponent has spent those cards.
Oh god.
They made the mistake of putting cards into the game.
Oh no, I put a fire monster in my deck. My bad, I lose, I guess.
Yeah.